Hope everybody's out there. They can hear me and see me clearly. And I'm coming through loud and clear. Okay, I think we should start moving on to the installation. Okay. Okay, it looks like FUK is here. I'll go get this. Social. Okay. Okay, welcome. I think we've waited long enough. I think I'll start moving on. Okay. Excuse me. Let's go through what the show is about today. Okay. In today's show, well, you've probably read the thumbnails. Clean install of macOS Sequoia 15.4.1 on a Mac M4 Mac Mini. Then we have live questions and answers. If you don't mind, we've got a lot to cover, and if we'll keep the question towards the end so I can just focus and get everything going. Okay. So with all that out of the way, as always, let's get started. Okay, we're here now, ready to get started. Brought back my slogan that FUK is the asphalt. Keep it going, he says. I'm keeping it going. Okay, I'm just going to switch to another view, and then you'll be able to see me clearly. I've put a pause in here. Let's see how this works out. Okay. Here. Okay, this is working out a little bit better than the previous one. I didn't have a transition, etc. So let's go through it. Okay. The first thing before you do anything, when we're going to do the clean install, we're going to be doing everything from scratch, start to finish. And just let me ask a question if you have any idea. When the process of the installation starts on the Macintosh HD to the process where it reaches, you've got, where you sign in, how long do you think it will take from that process, from the starting of the installation to the finish? Do you have any idea, any guesses? Let's see, I'll just look. Nothing. No guesses. Okay. Spoiler alert. It will take 12 minutes for the installation from start to finish when it starts doing the install on the hard drive. So let's start with what we need to begin. Before you do anything, I advise you to do a clean install, back up your Mac of using, for example, Apple Time Machine. and we'll go through all that, and I've put it already in here. Okay, I'll just open up. I usually do every month I do a backup. So I'll just perform a backup right now. Shouldn't take too long because well, basically I did one this morning, so we wouldn't have to wait endless minutes. So everything's backed up. The Mac is backed up. I'll just eject that. Okay. Okay. Oh, I think I'm going to need that again. Okay. Okay, once we've done that, the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be downloading macOS Sequoia 15.4.1. Now there are two ways of doing this, either from the Mac App Store or via terminal. So from the Mac Store, basically load it up, do a search of macOS Sequoia, and there it is, you can download it. Now I don't prefer this way, I prefer the next method I'll show you via terminal, because as you can see, the version that they've got on here is 15.4. Now you'll probably guess how you're going to get the 15.4.1. Okay, well, here it goes. The next thing we can do, this is my preferred method of downloading it, is via terminal. We're going to do a search for the installers, so just copy and paste that into terminal, and let it do a search. And as you can see, it's got all the versions that I would like, and right now I would like version 14.4.1, 15.4.1. So I'll put all this in the description later on. So I'll bring that up, and now what I want, I've already typed it out, is this. So now I'll paste that in, and if everything goes well, it will begin the download of macOS Sequoia 15.4.1. As you can see, that part is, don't worry, all these goes pretty well, but this is the first time I'm doing a live install, so hopefully everything will go well right now. So I'm just checking everything. At the moment, I just hope everything goes well in terms of the installation when you're doing it live, because I have no idea if there's going to be any conflict whatsoever. So we'll just go through that, wait for that to finish. I told you guys, this is from start to finish. We're not, doing any, here's one I prepared before. This is one that's prepared right now, live. The only problems I could see a ring at the door, disturbance, noise outside, delivery. I'm expecting Amazon delivery, but hopefully I've checked up. It's not coming until about later on. So that's, well, and I'll wait for that. Nothing is appearing right now. Not too long to go now. Okay, let me check. Looks like I've got a bit of traffic here. Perfect. All right, 57. It will, this is probably the tedious part of doing an installation, the downloading. You're hoping that the connection is going well. Right now it's reading on my YouTube that I've got excellent connection. It should be. I've got quite a fast fiber connection. Nearly coming up to the installation, the download I should say, not the installation. And here we go, 19% to go. I'm excited for this because doing a live install, I haven't seen it done on the internet. Probably there is, and probably they've done it with I don't know, B-rolls here and there. I'm doing it live straight. There we go. Install finish successfully. I'll just clear that. And we'll come back to that in a moment. Let's check it out. And there we have it. macOS Sequoia. Okay. Now moving on. The next thing we're going to need to do is format a USB drive using disk utility. I've got one right here. Okay, I don't know. I've got 128. By the way, I advise you when you get a USB, not 16 gigs, but at least 32 gig, because the size of the installation is about close to 16 gigs, 15.5 or something like that. So what we're going to do, we're going to format the disk, the drive, flash drive. And let's go to that. Oh, I believe I've already injected the time machine, so don't worry, I already injected it. I didn't just pull it out. I'll just insert the USB. There you go. First thing we're going to do, erase and rename it. The naming is not important, but in the one-line terminal command, you have to put the name that you want. So I usually put USB 1. Format should be MS macOS embedded journal, and erase that. There we have it. That's done. Next, in a plain text document, I normally make it plain text, like not rich text. I've got a command that I'll be including this in the description, so don't worry too much. I'll just line it up there. So I'll copy all that, copy that, and I'll paste it in terminal. I'll just make sure that everything's about the same size. Okay, and I'll paste that in terminal for the creation of the installer. So after inserting your disk, it will start in erasing the USB, and if you get this message, if it's the first time, say allow, and copying the macOS recovery OS to the disk. Believe it or not, it's not too much to do from here, but it's, like I said, tedious doing all this, but so far so good. It's working out. If you have any, this is basically like the blueprint of doing a clean install of M4 Mac Mini, basically any Apple Silicon Mac. Don't be patient. It might show that it's not doing anything, but after doing so many install, there it goes. Now it's making the boot disk. Now we're pretty close to getting to the fun part of the installation. Fingers crossed, guys. So far, so good. I'll just check some messages. Okay. I'll just answer some messages. Okay. Oh, incidentally, Afi UK said that the method, I assume, is talking about getting the macOS Sequoia installer downloaded. Sometimes it takes time. You'll get an announcement that there's a release. When you go to terminal, you'll do the commands that I showed earlier. Don't worry, it will work. It's just that they haven't updated their server yet. But the commands are verified. They do work. I've been using it for the past 3 years, I would say, this method. I find it the preferred method as opposed to the App Store. So now it's not too long now. %. So far I'm quite surprised. It's been going at the same speed as I would do it locally. So by the way, nothing is slowing down here. This is exactly the speed that I do when I do it locally. So we got 50% already done. So anything again that could go wrong during a live install, let's say creating, for example, a USB boot disk, I don't know if there's any glitches. Hopefully there's no interruptions. So far it's going perfect. No problems. Here we go, 70. And this is just the fun part is coming, which is my favorite. Here we go. I'll just read that. Okay, 80. We're nearly there, guys. Don't worry. but I can assure you, I am confident that watching this video at any time, any stage, follow the exact method. Do not, jump or do anything else. Just follow the exact method, and everything like you've seen on the screen. This is the first time I'm doing a clean install on this Mac Mini. That's why I got that message. Is it allowed to have can they access downloads, etc. from the desktop? And I said yes. Normally, once you've said that once, you don't get it again. Here we go. Anyway, moving on. We're coming here. This is, so far, I couldn't have asked for it better. I think it's just, there we go. Install available, blah, blah, blah. I can just verify that with you. And there it is. So, before getting all excited and moving on, and we'll do, shutting down the Mac, there's one very, very important thing that I've got to tell you. If you're signed in to your iCloud account, before shutting down the Mac and before doing the installation, I can't emphasize this, before doing the installation, make sure that you've signed out of your iCloud account, as I showed earlier. So you will click your account, go down here. Main reason, you want to get the Find Mine off or deactivated. Otherwise, when you do a clean install, it will assume that this is your Mac. If you haven't signed out, and for example, if somebody has stolen your Mac, they won't be able to do a clean install unless the Find Mine has been deactivated. So basically, I'll just say sign out. Now, since I've got all these already in iCloud, I don't want to keep any on the Mac. Plus, we're doing a clean install. So I'll clean that up there. It's signing out. And there you have it. This is probably the most important part of this installation. Either sign out as I'm showing you now before I'm shutting down the Mac, or you can sign out right from the beginning so that you don't forget. Either way, like somebody might be watching this video and skip that part. They might just rush it. This is probably the most important part. Sign out of your iCloud account. Otherwise, you will have problems, difficulty when you're trying to do a clean install. Because, for example, you're doing a clean install because you want to sell your Mac Mini, but if you got Find Mine still activated, no go, Charlie. You will, if you want to try for yourself, don't sign out. No, I don't advise it. You will see the problems that you'll get. So, anywho, we've signed out of there. We've created we've done a Time Machine backup. We've created a USB installer, or we've downloaded the latest macOS Sequoia 15.4.1, and then we've also created a USB installer. Then we're signing out of Mac. So right now I will change my view so we can show what's going on. These are the good parts that I'm dying to see how it's all going. So I'll make sure that everything is on. Okay. Now, bear with me. I will change my view. and pip right. Okay, another view. So as you can see, this is me here. Oh, something must be wrong because we don't have the coup de grace. Let's get that out of the way. And we've also got the top view. So right now, this is the situation. There's one thing that I don't like about the Mac, nearly all the Macs, not like the PC. When you put in a Ethernet cable, by the way, you do need to be connected to the internet before you do a clean install. There's no status where you can see a LED indicator, but I got the back view anyway. So with all that ready, I will proceed to the sign to shut down the Mac. Here we go. Make sure I got everything ready. Okay, shut down the Mac. Done a time machine backup, so everything's all okay. Okay, with the Mac is shutting down, it should be, you can see the light, there we go, it's off. Now with the USB still installed, press and hold the power button. Ooh, that magic little sound. Should be able to see something on the top right hand. Continue holding it. So like I said, getting a bit worried there. Now we've got all this done. The next thing to do, I will get into another view. And so far, so good, guys. So as I said, you have to make sure also that besides the signing out of iCloud, also you have to be connected to the internet, whether via Ethernet cable or Wi-Fi. I've got mine on Ethernet cable because it's more reliable. So moving on, click on continue, and this will begin the install procedure. As you can see, that Mac recovery came. Now at this point, we don't want to press continue. So go up to the menu bar, quit, verify, out. Next, click on disk utility, continue, go to view all devices, and on the Macintosh HD volumes, as shown here, exactly as shown here, guys. Watch what I'm doing. I'm going to press erase. Keep the name as it is. Normally by default Macintosh HD, but you have whatever you want. And format APFS. So make sure that's format APFS. Do the erase. 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 Yes, I do. Absolutely. Without question, I want to erase it. Okay. Now it loads up again. Getting a bit nervous here. So remember what I told you earlier about if you had Find Mine here, you would have had the problems. But let's see what happens. Your Mac is activated. As you can see, it worked out fine. Next, I'll go to reinstall macOS Sequoia. Click here. And before you can click here, continue. Oh, those beach balls. But locally, you also get the beach ball. So after agreeing to the terms, now at this point, I'll be picking, you pick your Macintosh HD, and before I press continue, I think I should change my view. Okay, change my view. I think I'll do the pip left. Okay, pip left. At this moment, I'll say continue. As you can see, it shows that it's going to do it in 58 minutes. But don't pay too much attention to that. It should be done in about 12 minutes. Let me just make sure the time is started. So a few seconds later. And there we have it, guys. From here, it takes 12 minutes. So what are we going to do while that? I've had an idea of what we're going to do while waiting for the 12 minutes. And since we have one person waiting here we go. There will be only you might enjoy this. FUK. Let's have a game of noughts and crosses. So FUK, are you would you like to play a game of tic-tac-toe? Just let me know in the messages and we can start a game of tic-tac-toe. While waiting, now we've already wasted 1 minute nearly. Okay, now okay, heads. Okay, here we go. Siri, toss a coin.
Heads.
Heads. It came out heads. There you go. Afi, you do the first move. You just have to tell me, like, X, do you want it X or 0 and the square you want to go? So it'll be like X1 or X9. Okay, and what is it? Do you want X or O? No, you know, the 0 or X. Or it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll put you on for, okay, X7. Here we go. Let's see if this works out. Okay, clear that out. X7. Okay, I'll go 03. Yourself, Effie? Your move. X. You're keeping me in suspense. X9. Oh, I see. X9. Obviously. Your move, Effie. We should have a countdown for this, but then I don't know. It might be the delay that it takes to get to you and me. So waiting for your next move. 1. You got me on that one. Okay. All right. Well, you have to call it because you could put in a wrong square. So I'm going to wait for the square. Which one are you going to pick? You. Okay. I think it's time to put the scoreboard up. And so far, YouTuber Affy has got the first one. Okay, my move. Okay, let's go on here. I will go on X. All right. You can't just win and leave me, Affy. Your move. 9. Okay. You're next. Okay, waiting for Affy UK. We are going for 7. I think you've played this before, haven't you, Affy? Your move, governor. 2. Okay, this is gonna be a draw, I can see. Definitely. Okay, this is gonna be a draw. Looks like it's a no game match on that one. 6. Okay, X. No one won. Okay, up to you, Effie. If you want to keep playing, your move next. New game, I should say. We got 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Okay, let's go. Your move, since you started it. X9, huh? Okay, your move. X1. I, I don't feel like playing this game anymore. Okay, let me spoil his thunder. Let me spoil his thunder. Okay. There you go. I know. I know the move you're gonna do. But I'll wait for you. You could put it in the wrong square, so I'm anticipating that. Okay, I'm watching. If you watch the screen, right now it's gone blank and it's rebooted. X8. Nah. Okay. That was a close one. I think it's coming to the point where I don't know if you watched the movie War Games with Matthew Broderick. That's probably my favorite movie. Okay, where you going? X8. You've done that. Now I'm waiting. I think there's a delay about 7 seconds because you probably have pressed that. This is the last game. Can you do anything with it, Effie? I know where you're gonna go, obviously, but I've got to get your verification. X6. I think you're letting me win there, Effie. But you called it. And there we go. 1-1. And the score 1. And there we go. And there it was. I'll just clear that up. Tic-tac-toe. And the timer. Right now, it looks like it's 30 seconds behind. Hopefully, it's doing a boot. So far it's taken 12 minutes. We're going to here we are. So 13 minutes so far. Making sure everything is okay now. Looks like it's just rebooted if you check the bottom left. So it should be 13 minutes and 24 seconds so far. So far I am waiting, and there has been no, we're 2 minutes behind schedule. Here we go. So 12, there you go. 14 minutes, guys. 14 minutes online installation until we reach this screen. I will change my view.
macOS contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver. If you know how to use VoiceOver, press Command F5 now to turn it on and set up your Mac. If you would like to learn how to use VoiceOver to set up your Mac, press the Escape key.
Okay, at this point, I will just switch views and let me just see where I am here before I continue. F5, time remaining, switch view, I'm left. Okay, let's switch views. And there you go. At this moment, if you're going to be selling your Mac, the best thing to do is press Command Q. That will shut down your Mac, and you can, ready for resell, or later on you can do an installation. So I'll just press on the keyboard Command Q, and I'll complete the installation later on.